Hi, Dr. Sarah Ernst here, host of the Ask Dr. Ernst show on the Saturday at 3 o'clock. I'm so excited to join you today. We are talking about autoimmune disease. You know, there are 200 diseases that are under this autoimmune umbrella that are being diagnosed as an autoimmune case. I mean, you might have a disease, being diagnosed with a disease and not even know that you have an autoimmune case. A lot of people go undiagnosed and misdiagnosed. A lot of diseases like diabetes, thyroid conditions, skin issues like scleroderma and lupus, even rheumatoid arthritis, just to name a few, are under this autoimmune umbrella. It's really scary to think that even when diagnosed, that you lose about 15 years of not only quality of life but quantity of life when you are diagnosed with an autoimmune case. So when you think about it, what are you doing right now to eliminate this? What are you doing right now to keep you from getting an autoimmune condition? Well, we're going to talk about that today because there's three main issues, three main things that we need to look at as far as things that can increase your chances for getting an autoimmune condition. You know, those three things play a huge role in your health. So let's look at those. If we were to look at your health as a three-legged stool, okay? Okay, 3 legs here. Now, I'm not an artist, but this is going to have to do. These 3 legs, now you wouldn't sit on a stool that didn't have 3 legs on it, right? If it only had 2, the stool would fall over. So just like your health, we have to look at these 3 main things. Number one is going to be your gut, okay? That is your digestive system, how well that's functioning, okay? Number 2 is stress, okay? Stress has a big part in your health. We're talking about chemical, physical, and emotional stress. And number 3 is your genes, okay? So let's talk about each of these. So when we look at your gut, we have to understand the fact that how much good bacteria is in your gut plays a huge role. And if you've been on antibiotics or if you went through the birthing process when you were born through cesarean section, or you've been on many medications or eaten foods that have destroyed your gut bacteria, then this can be a huge role in why you have had a diagnosis or maybe on your way to a diagnosis of an autoimmune condition. Number 2 is stress. So again, if you've been exposed to chemical stressors, these are toxins in the environment. These are things that maybe you've ingested or inhaled. That's a chemical stress. Physical stress. You know, just maybe your job is putting physical stress on your body. Maybe you're working out too much. These are physical stresses. And then also emotional stress. Losing a loved one or going through a divorce or just going through life stages and your body not being able to handle it. That's an emotional stress. So I know we deal with stress on a day-to-day basis, but it's how well our body can handle it. Okay, and we call that perfect storm, that chemical, physical, emotional stress coming together. The third one is our genes. Okay, when we look at our genes, a lot of people have been told, well, my mom had it or my dad had it, so I'm going to get it. And that's not always the case, really, because we talk about how we can turn on genes and turn off genes. So even though it's in your family history, doesn't necessarily mean that you are doomed to have it. You see, there was a study done that Duke University did with 2 different mice, and these mice were identical twins. So same mom, same genes, same everything. Well, one was exposed, they put one under exposure to a toxin called BPA, and the other one was not exposed to BPA. Well, what happened was in time, this mouse actually had a gene that was turned on, this agouti gene that actually allowed the mice to actually wasn't able to lose weight over time. So what happened was that mouse's offspring had kids that were unable to lose weight no matter the dietary change or no matter how much exercise they did. So those mice were doomed. So yes, in a way, you're in a way doomed, but what can happen is that once they were given certain things to help turn that gene off, once the diet was changed, we were able to actually turn off the gene. So even though it's in your family history, we can turn on and turn off genes. So Dr. Sarah Ernst here, thanks for joining us today, and we're so excited that you have this next stage in helping your health get to the next level. Please join us every Saturday at 3, and we'd love to have you on our show.